Boo! Welcome to me talking about the My Little Pony Tagalog dub for the next couple of minutes. Now, as you see in page 1 of this book of notes that I've written so I don't get lost in my own thoughts, I've done this before, but that was a little scatterbrained. Wouldn't you agree, Fluttershy? I'll take that as a yes. That was very scatterbrained then. And I wanted to redo it again with a more coherent train of thought, so I put it in peaceful mode so nothing distracts me. Hopefully, other than Fluttershy right here, but why is she damaged? Why are you hurt? Do I have any healing? No, I don't. Oh well, I'll stay here. I'll heal you somehow. Yes. So as you can see here in page 1, I encourage discussion in the comment section. If there's a point that you would like to argue with me, please go ahead and argue, but please discuss and don't just shout in my face in the comments with all caps or something, because that doesn't really encourage discussion. That encourages anger, rage, and similar emotions. Rat. Yes, that. It encourages that. Now, on to the main meat of what I'm about to say. First off, let me start with the voice acting of the My Little Pony Tagalog dub. Well, it was better than expected. I mean, AJ Applejack wasn't really southern, so that was kind of threw me off a bit. I'm like, oh, she isn't in a southern accent. That's okay. Sure, I can understand though, because we're in the Philippines and we don't really have a I guess a southern part, like southern accent. Well, we do have a southern accent, but it's more doesn't sound like what AJ sounds like in the show. There, that's the friendlier way to say it, I suppose. It doesn't sound anything like what AJ would sound like in the show. So I understand why we don't have a southern accent. AJ, Fluttershy wasn't shy. Her voice was deeper than I expected. Not overly deep that she becomes Flutter Guy, but deeper than the Fluttershy we are used to in the English dub. What else? There's some mispronunciation, but I expect that because I myself am speaking English and I'm still mispronouncing a lot of things. Because again, we are Filipino. English isn't our first. Well, for some of us, English isn't our first language. I can't say that because English was my first language since we speak English at home. Yeah, that's why English is my first language. That's why I speak English most of the time, and I don't really speak Filipino. I actually have a harder time understanding Tagalog than I do understanding English. So, yeah. So if anything, it's still better than expected though. Definitely a lot way better than I expected to be. So, thank you, dubbers, for putting effort into that. Thank you very much. I didn't say that in my last video. I want to say it now. Thank you very much for putting effort into dubbing of My Little Pony. I mean, sure, there were some things, but it wasn't nothing too major. It was better than I expected, and it was really good. Now, my biggest issue with the My Little Pony Tagalog dub is the cutting of content to make room for commercials. I'm hearing the total runtime is more or less 15 minutes of the show, and no, I don't agree with that decision. Why? Oh my god, there's so many things that they okay, I was gonna say Pinky's singing part in the first pilot episode where she sings Giggle at the Ghosties, but I guess I actually can understand that because maybe they didn't find anyone to sing Giggle at the Ghosties in the way that they wanted. That's understandable, but a lot of other things were cut out, like Fluttershy dealing with the Manticore, which immediately removes the lesson of kindness from the pilot episodes, episode 1 and 2. And I'm like, what? Why did they remove that? To the point where the runtime is 15 I've even heard 10 minutes. The runtime is 10 minutes. So, uh, in my opinion, despite the effort of the dubbers, which unfortunately would go to waste with me saying this, it's better to go watch the original My Little Pony, because you get more content. There's more meat to it. This one, My Little Pony Tagalog dub, there was effort into it, put into it, and then immediately taken away by the cut content to make room for commercials. I don't know what. Never mind. I was about to say bad stuff. I don't want to right now. Or here's an alternative so that the dubber's efforts don't actually go to waste. You can use the Tagalog dub to help you better understand the English dub. If you're having trouble understanding English dub because Filipino is your first language, and it probably is for a lot of us who live in the Philippines, as far as I know, is a lot of people's first language, then you can use the My Little Pony Tagalog dub to help you understand English dub better, because you're like, oh, so that's what they were trying to say, because you're hearing it in your native language. So now it's much easier for you to understand it now that you've heard it in the native language, and you go back, you watch it in the English, and you're like, ah, that's what that meant. I see. They meant it in that context. I see. And I guess it helps. Yeah? Let me replant the mushroom. I meant to get a flower. Where did the flower go? Oh, there it is. But yeah, I think that's a better way, at least for those who already what did I just say about me mispronouncing English? That's why I don't really blame dubbers for mispronouncing some words, because I myself commit the same mistake. I should know. But yeah, that's a good way to help you understand the English dub, or not English dub, the original English better. Is for you to watch the Tagalog dub, so you get the context, you get more understanding. I mean, there is a lot of cut content. It's like anywhere from 7 to 12 minutes of cut content, which is horrible. But you can it's still watchable. You can still watch it. So, no, come back, friend. I'm your friend. Yes, you can trust me, friend. You can. See, this is what I mean by I get distracted. The moment the pages ran out, I got distracted already. But yes, I guess I suppose I've already made my points. I'm just repeating myself now. So, to recap, voice acting was better than expected. Fluttershy was not shy. Didn't sound shy. I shouldn't have wrote down wasn't shy. She was, but she didn't sound it, or she didn't sound like the Fluttershy we know. There was some mispronunciation, but it's still better than expected. So thank you, dubbers, for putting effort into the My Little Pony Tagalog dub. That said, the biggest issue of the My Little Pony Tagalog dub, cutting of content to make room for commercials. Apparently, the runtime is 15 or 10 minutes from what I'm hearing, which is, because I didn't really count when I watch. I don't have time to count when watching it. But hey, guys, I'm not that obsessed, or am I? I'm kidding. So it's better to either go watch the original My Little Pony, or if you're having trouble understanding English, you can use the Tagalog dub to help you understand the My Little Pony series better. See? My thoughts way more... My mouth wasn't coherent though, but my thoughts way more coherent this time. So, thanks for watching. Keep on smiling, guys. Allow me to be able to make you smile. Ooh, sunrise. God bless you. Is Fluttershy still... What are you doing inside the wall? And you thought only Pinkie Pie could break walls. Apparently Fluttershy can too. Honk.